All right. So we both read this article about the sticky stuff.
The spin
People think baseball is cracking down right now on the sticky stuff. So before anything, this is coming out because I'm not really sure exactly why this is coming out. But did you see this Garrett Cole interview?
Is it in the article?
No.
Then.
So this is a big thing
because I know that he's been named as somebody who's
because Trevor Bauer was basically kind of what you read in that article. That Trevor Bauer had put out a tweet whenever Garrett Cole went to the Astros. When Garrett Cole went to the Astros and his spin rate jumped phenomenally, he was basically the tweet.
Verlander. No, Verlander went to the Astros and Cole went to the Yankees, but both their spin rates increased like crazy.
Well, Garrett Cole, his spin rate went way up whenever he went to the Astros. Both of their things went way up whenever they went to the Astros. Mm-hmm. So let's see what he said here.
So the Astros were they were covering the baseballs and sticky stuffs, and they were getting drums played to tell them pitching signals.
Yeah, they were doing all kinds of shit. So here's what
I'm gonna get an Astros hat
just because you like the cheating.
Yeah, I love cheating.
So here's what Trevor Bauer said: if only there was a really quick way to increase spin rate. Like, what if you could trade for a player knowing you could bump up his spin rate a couple hundred RPM overnight? Imagine the steals you could get on the trade market if only that existed. And that was in 2018, I believe.
And then he also said that if I did what these guys were doing, I'd be the best pitcher in the league, but I have morals.
Yes. But everyone, fast forward, everyone is doing it. It is basically the new steroids, is what they're kind of saying in this article, is that this should be the biggest scandal in sports. And this is Charlie Blackmon made a good point. Charlie Blackmon is a very good hitter who has declined in the last few years whenever these spin rates have gone up. Every single team's spin rate has gone up over the last few years. Teams are obsessed with spin right now.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Blackmon said
significantly the Dodgers more than anybody.
Dodgers more than anybody.
By a lot.
Almost
2 times more than the
Almost 2 times more than the But everyone's
Dodgers signed this year again.
Could be anybody.
Didn't they signed
they let a few guys go who didn't spin it.
The new baseball's an ounce lighter.
Yeah, it's an ounce lighter. It spins faster. It's just how things work in this. So okay.
Trevor Bauer though, did they?
They. Yes.
Dodger.
I'm trying to think if that's his legal name or not. I was trying to think if there was any way to get out of this if he goes by a nickname. So the MLB average is like way down to like 230 or something like that.
235,
something. It's brutal. Okay. And so Charlie Blackmon made a good point. He said, I'm tired of people.
It's Charlie Blackmon, but yes.
Charlie Blackmon. Sorry.
Yeah,
yeah, brother, man. I'm tired of hearing people say that players only want to hit home runs. That's not why people are striking out. They're striking out because guys are throwing 97-mile-an-hour super sinkers or balls that just go straight up with the sticky stuff in the new baseball spin rate. That's why guys are striking out, because it's really hard not to strike out. There's some pitchers where if you swing where your eyes tell you to, you won't hit the ball, even if you're on time. I have to go out there, and if my eyes tell me it's in one place, I have to swing in a different place, which is hard to do. It's hard to swing and try and miss the ball. But there are guys where you have to do it because their ball and the spin rate or whatever is defying every pitch you've seen come in over the course of your career. I basically have to not trust my eyes that the pitch is going to finish where I think it's going to finish and swing in a different place. That's because the ball is doing something it has no business doing.
Yeah, that's crazy. He has to imagine where he thinks the ball is going to end up, which looks very different from how it like the visual of it.
Yes.
And he's basically swinging blindfolded is what.
Yes. And okay, so this Garrett Cole interview the other day is insane. Do you remember Cops? Obviously, remember whenever they would like catch kids who were like breaking windows or something, and the kids like don't know how to act, so they would like obviously just give it away by the way they act.
No, but I have been in that position myself personally.
Yeah, watch this.
Have you ever used spider talk for a pitch? I don't know. I don't know if
I don't speak English.
I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest. There are customs and practices that have been passed down from older players to younger players, from the last generation of players to this generation of players, and
I
think I think there are some things that are.
What are you fucking talking about?
Dude.
Say no. Lie, you fucking idiot. Just lie.
Who's the Steinbrenner that's in charge right now?
I don't even know.
It's like Brett Steinbrenner or something. He should have combusted like the Kool-Aid man through that fucking Yankees logo and just jumped on him.
Yeah, I think it's a Hank Steinbrenner. Yeah, what are you talking about? How are you that bad at lying?
I don't.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you imagine him like cheating on his wife and he comes home and she goes, "Where were you last night?"
There's customs that have been
urge amongst men.
There's customs that have been passed down from players to other players where they fuck other people besides their wife. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about, dude?
That is the worst.
Lie.
He's a top 5 paid pitcher in the league. How has he not received any media training whatsoever?
That is some of the worst like media.
Also, his hair's a bit long for a Yankee, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I think the hair is like allowed to, as long as it doesn't cover like the neck bone or something. I don't remember what it is, but we had broke it down a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I think he's pretty shaggy for a Yankee.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, man, that is an embarrassing. I love it too because I fucking hate the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I admit I did see the Red Sox were 3rd in the highest.
We're spinning too a little bit.
We're spinning a bit there. We're 3rd in the spin increase. Coincidence that we're back in first place? I don't know.
A couple of spinners over there.
But to be fair to the Red Sox, their ERA stinks. They have some of the lowest ERA of all the winning teams. So I don't think the spin rate's really doing that much. It's more what we're doing on the offensive side. Steroids.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so some people are basically saying and then that article, I really implore everyone to read that article. It's a Sports Illustrated article. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but if you just Google biggest scandal in Sports Illustrated,
I think it's called like the sticky stuff or something.
The sticky stuff or something. It's a really fucking good article. It's a really good article.
Yeah, it was. You know what's funny? When I was reading that article, I forgot what real journalism looked like where they say things like, "We reached out to whoever they're slandering for comment and they did not respond." Like there was just like they vetted everything. They tried to give everybody a chance to speak, but the one thing they did that I was a little frustrated with. Umbrage, thank you. The one thing they did that I took umbrage from is they left little clues in there for teams to figure out who the fuck was snitching on them, because they were like, a journeyman NL relief pitcher once told us that. And it's like, do you need all those adjectives? Couldn't you just say a professional pitcher? You don't need to say that they're in the American or National League, that they're a relief pitcher, that they're a journeyman. I mean, that narrows it down.
Yeah, some of these guys are saying that it's like whenever they're picking up these baseballs, that the seams are coming off, that the fucking ball won't come off your hand.
I wanted to ask you about this. If the ball is so sticky, right? Because people are saying that you can hear the ball leave the pitcher's hand like Velcro coming off shoe Velcro. You can hear they said it was like ripping off a Band-Aid is what they said in the article, is what it sounds like. Now, would that not fuck with the fielding? If the ball is so sticky, wouldn't it like accumulate a lot of dirt as it's rolling on a grounder and just be covered in dirt like a snowball when you're making a snowman?
It probably does.
And wouldn't it fuck with your throwing if you're trying to field?
Baseballs are thrown out constantly. So if, let's say, a first baseman gets a ball, he sees that there's a lot of dirt on the ball, he can immediately just throw that ball to his dugout and they can disappear that ball immediately without anybody even blinking an eye.
Right. Also, are there not like fans who are catching them like Nerf balls? Remember you used to have that like Nerf thing where it was like
with the sticky
pad and
ball,
the ball would just stick to
it. Yeah.
Just stick your hand out and just catch the ball like
that. There have been a lot of really good fan catches this year. Maybe that's helping with it.
Yeah, dude, that's how Odell does it with those dumbass gloves.
Yeah, they got spider tack on that shit too. They got it all on that shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, who gives a fuck, man? Let them.
I think with receiving, I mean, listen, with receiving, the rules are already so in the favor of the receiver that I'm against the spider tack there. And I'm against the spider tack for a pitcher because offense sells tickets. Like, listen, Jacob deGrom isn't going to sell out on the road. You know what I mean? He might sell out at home because people are excited to see the Mets win. But do you think like if I got in the group chat with the boys and was like, hey, Jacob deGrom's pitching, there's going to be literally no action today. You guys want to go? Like nobody's going to go.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right.
mean, believe me, I'm that guy. I like.
I'm also.
I like
you want your money's worth. You
Yeah.
want to see a game go the distance.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that it's dumb for them to deaden the baseball. Remember a few years ago when they had juiced the baseball and there was more home runs than ever? That's what they should be doing every year. They need to juice the baseball if they're going to do this.
What does that mean? There's certain, like, it's just like cook the books. I never knew what that meant. Juicing a baseball. What exactly what are they doing?
Okay, so do you know anything about college baseball bats?
They're metal.
They're metal, but they're
have wood.
They're BB core. So they're deadened. Have you heard how metal college bats sound now? They sound like a wood bat because they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Because it's dangerous. So it's kind of the same idea. What they're doing to the ball now is like they're reducing the core of the ball, making it bounce more off the bat or making it lighter, making it harder to hit. Like there are different things they do to the ball every year to try to better it.
But when they're juicing a ball, what specifically are they doing?
Probably making the core of the ball more rubber than. Have you ever seen the inside of a baseball?
Yeah, it's like cork.
There's cork, so they're probably putting more cork than leather, more leather than cork. They're probably kind of going back and forth trying to get the magic recipe of the whole thing, but really they're just fucking it up.
Yeah, well, people are saying that they made it lighter. They made the ball an ounce lighter. Not an ounce. They made it 1% lighter in an attempt to juice the ball to make it more offensively productive. But they're saying it may have had a negative result. They're saying that the ball being lighter actually makes it spin more, but I think it's more just the sticky stuff.
Well, what people think is that this has been going on. MLB knows about this. They just don't know how to punish it because it's kind of like with steroids where so many people were doing it. So what people think is going to happen is they're going to come down hard on one person. And
of course, just like what they did to the Astros.
Yes, but they're going to come down hard on Trevor Bauer. Is going to be
talk smack
because he talks so much shit. He's going to be the guy that they come down on the hardest. Probably they're going to come.
The guy who's growing the game.
Yes,
that's who they're going to come down on.
Absolutely. I disagree with what they are probably going to do 100%. They're going to have to come if they want this to stop. They're going to have to come.
Verlander. You've already got the sacrificial lambs with the Astros, and Verlander is not good for the game in the way that Trevor Bauer is. I'm not saying he's bad for the game, but Trevor Bauer's vlog is going off, huge numbers. Yeah. Everybody loves him. He's growing the game. He's talking shit. He's fucking getting fired up. Next thing you know, they're going to suspend Soto for Tatis rather.
Yeah, they're going to come down hard on somebody, and my guess would be that it's going to be Trevor Bauer, and they're going to come down hard on Trevor Bauer, and then probably a bunch of random people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But until they fuck with a star, it's going to just keep piling.
So I just Googled what a juiced ball means, and it's like a fucking. Okay, how is the ball juiced? There are 3 fundamental ways to change the baseball in the manufacturing process. One is by altering the seams. Each baseball has 108 red stitches. Pitchers rely on these seams for grip and movement. Even a fraction of a millimeter can have a big impact on a pitcher's ability to generate spin and probably command as well.
Also, apparently in like Korea, Japan, they do because in baseball they pre-mud. You rub mud on the baseball.
Top secret mud from a Delaware
literally
Delta.
Yes. 100%. It's all from the same place.
It's a top secret location.
Yeah, it's like his old lady's farm, basically. It really is.
So much money, dude.
Fuck yeah. So you rub the baseballs so they're not like too slippery. It helps you get a little bit of grip. The mud isn't sticky, but it just whenever a baseball comes brand new, it is slippery. So you rub that mud on there,
which is dangerous
if it's too slippery. Yes.
Yeah.
So in Korea, Japan, apparently they kind of pre-stickitized them a little bit also. So that's probably, and apparently they're going to start experimenting with that in the minor leagues or some shit.
So if it's a big open secret and everybody knows what's going on and it's damaging the game, why hasn't the commissioner, Mr. Rob Manfred, maybe the worst commissioner of any of the big 4, why hasn't he come out and said anything about this? All he said is that they're focused on it. Was he hired to dismantle the business that is baseball?
I really don't even know. I just He sucks. I know that. But
Yeah, he
I
sucks.
think
Giant
it's just
ass. He sucks fucking David Wells ass.
I think that's what they're going to have to do is make it where they pre-do a lot of these baseballs, and if you're doing anything extra, you're going to get fucked.
And there will be one head cut off.
Yeah, somebody is going to get their head cut off from this whole thing. And they're not going to get like a lifetime ban. They're just going to get in trouble.
Yeah, Bieber. Do you think it could be Bieber?
No, it's gonna be Trevor Bauer.
Yeah,
but
business sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Trevor Bauer also is like, is there? I'm trying to think of the right comic book villain. Isn't there a villain in Batman who started out as a good guy and just
Two-Face?
Two-Face? Yeah. Harvey Dent. Yeah. That's what that's what Bauer is now. He tried to live the righteous path.
Yeah, he really, truly, he was like, I have morals. I would never doctor the baseball. And now he's like, well, fucking everyone else is doing it. Everyone else is evil. I'm evil too.
Yeah, but not everybody else can doctor the baseball and then instantly get $100 million contract and a Cy Young. I mean, like, he was really holding back. I mean, everybody's doing it, and he's still better than everybody. Then he's still a great pitcher. So that's the problem with these. I don't know, dude. Leave him alone. I just like him.
Well, I'm the same way with steroids, dude. Trevor Bauer is in the camp of make everything legal, legalize everything.
He wants to legalize steroids?
Yeah, he wants the game to be fun as fuck.
Well, I think steroids are like illegal in like the law, not just
and it's bad for your body, which is what they say in that article too. Is that the sticky stuff doesn't really fuck with your body at all? It's just that it makes you be able to spin it.
I like how everybody hides it in a different place. Some people put it on the inside of their gloves. Some people put it under the brim of their hat. It's like where you put answers to the test.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Some
guys put it on their jock strap. Apparently, that's dangerous business, dude.
I know.
Stick your pecker to your underwear.
Yeah, now you're dumping rubbing alcohol over your cock to get it out of the
Well, that's what that article is saying about, like, before every game, guys are raiding the training room with the fucking to get the popsicle sticks, and then they come back to get the rubbing alcohol. Like, it's just such an open thing.
If I was a manager, if I was Alex Cora, if I was Dave Roberts, I would be like, if you listen, you do whatever you guys are doing, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. And if any of you, if I walk in on it, I'm throwing you under the fucking bus. Because I need to protect myself. So if I catch a jar of fucking spider tack, or if I see some fucking sunblock, if I see you spitting into a bottle of sunblock or whatever the fuck you're doing, you are the sacrificial lamb.